Hey guys, I'm enjoying some pruning and overwintering in this messy greenhouse here. I want to share with you a very quick but very important tip on pruning so that you can prune like a boss every time, like you know what you're doing. And it's very simple, and the same principle applies for everything. Whether you are pruning roses or fruit trees, like a fig tree, like I'm looking at here, or apple, or small plants, or even large trees that you're cutting back with a branch that has a diameter of like 10 inches. Same principle applies, and that is this: always make your cut right above the next node. What I mean is this: very simple. You can see that there is a node right here where growth is going to come out of, and a node right here where growth is going to come out of. It's actually on the other side. I could feel it with my pointer finger here. So you don't want to make the cut somewhere in the middle, because if you do, like so, then you have all this excess branch here sticking out. And not only is it not going to be as ornamentally nice and pleasing to the eye when you have dead branches hanging out, and by the way, it looks so much better when there is no dead wood and just living wood coming out, which we'll get to in a minute. But it will be so much better for the tree as you cut instead closer to the node, just like that. Like no more than a ½ inch. I wouldn't go any more than that. You want it pretty close to that next living node. So a few reasons. Number one, it's more aesthetically pleasing when this all grows out and you don't have like dead stubs everywhere. It just looks so much better to the eye. Number two, and perhaps more importantly, is that when you have dead wood just hanging out and a piece of branch hang out, it is more susceptible to disease and rotting and some issues. Number three is I do believe that there is just better stimulation of growth when there's really not this dead stuff hanging out, and it's able to shoot its energy into this new node as opposed to shooting its energy into a partially still there branch that really is not going to be fruitful, because that whole remaining area of the branch with no node on it will have no place to put its energy. It can't grow from the tip at all. It can only grow from the nearest living node. So altogether, it's just better for the tree, and it's going to serve your pruning methods and your pruning needs much better. So again, whether you're using this type of tool, a pruning saw, a chainsaw on a bigger tree, whatever you do, always respect the tree or the plant by pruning right at that node. So obviously that 1/4 inch or less statement was not a blanket statement for all trees and plants, as this principle is proportionate. The spacing is proportionate to the size of the plant or tree that you are pruning, right? If it's a large tree and you're cutting like a 6-inch diameter branch, obviously you're not going a 1/4 inch, nor can you. You just basically allow a small amount of space, just a tiny bit, right above that next growth, or just allowing it to have crowning around where you cut so it could heal properly. If you cut just right at the node or just above it, like paper thin above the node, then you may be cutting into the area where the plant needs to send out new growth. So remember, close to that node, but not right at the node. Maybe just a little bit of space. In this fig tree, it does amount to about a 1/4 inch, maybe just slightly less than that. So hopefully that was helpful. Totally simple principle, I know, but it does amaze me how many people might not know that, might not have been taught that, and makes the world of difference. Feel free to leave any questions or input down in the comment section. Until next time.